Canada ends automatic 10-year tourist visa. If you're planning to apply for a visit visa in Canada, there is this really big update that you need to know. Hi everyone, my name is Shivani and I'm a licensed immigration consultant based in Waterloo, Ontario, and I'm also the founder of Zeste Immigration Services Inc. This channel is all about Canada immigration, related updates, new programs, etc. So if you're interested in these topics, then please do consider subscribing to this channel and also hit the bell icon so that you get notified every single time I post a new video. Canada has recently made significant changes to its visitor visa policies, especially regarding the automatic issuance of 10-year multiple entry visas. IRCC has now granted visa officers with more discretion when deciding on the type of visa to issue, its validity, and the conditions attached to it. These changes may impact your visa application, so let's break down what's new and what you need to keep in mind moving forward. Let's learn what's changing. Until recently, visitors applying for a multiple entry visa to Canada could be granted a visa with a validity period of up to 10 years, assuming they met the basic eligibility criteria. This automatic 10-year validity period was the norm for many applicants, provided they had no issues with their documentation or past immigration history. However, Canada has now shifted away from this automatic 10-year visa rule. The new system allows visa officers more flexibility and discretion to assess each application on individual basis. This means that the visa officer can decide not only whether to issue a single entry or a multiple entry visa, but also the length of validity depending on the applicant's personal circumstances, travel history, and the purpose of their visit. So what does this mean for you? Well, the good news is that if you already have a multiple entry visa, this will not affect you. However, if you are planning to apply for a new visitor visa, the process and the outcome could be different than what you might expect. So here's what you need to know. Number 1, discretionary authority for visa officers. Visa officers now have more freedom to decide the length of your visa, which could be shorter than 10 years you might expect. This is based on various factors like the purpose of your visit, your financial situation, your ties to your home country, and your overall travel history. Number 2, assessment of your personal situation. The application process will involve a deeper examination of your specific circumstances. For example, if you're planning for a multiple entry visa but only need to visit Canada for a short, one-time event, the officer might decide to grant you your visa that's only valid for a few months instead of several years. Number 3, visa type and validity. There are 2 primary types of visitor visas. Single entry visa. This visa allows you to enter Canada once. After you leave, you would need to apply for a new visa if you wish to return. Number 2 is multiple entry visa. This type of visa allows you to re-enter Canada multiple times over the visa's validity period. However, the validity period for this visa will no longer automatically be set to 10 years. It will be determined by the visa officer based on their evaluation of your application. Now let's look at the factors that the visa officers would consider. When reviewing your application, visa officers will take into account several factors that influence whether a single entry or multiple entry visa is appropriate for you and how long the visa should be valid. Here are the key factors that they will assess you against. Number 1, purpose of your visit. One of the most important factors visa officers consider is the purpose of visit. Different reasons for visiting Canada can influence whether you're granted a single entry or multiple entry visa. Short-term visits. If you're coming to Canada for a one-time event like conference, tourism, a wedding, or a family gathering, you might be granted a single entry visa with validity only for the duration of that event. Frequent or ongoing visits. If you plan to travel to Canada regularly, such as for business meetings, visiting family, or frequent tourism, you may qualify for a multiple entry visa. However, this will depend on your personal situation and how well you demonstrate your need for multiple visits. Number 2, financial situation. Visa officers will also assess your financial stability to ensure you can support yourself during your stay. They want to know that you have sufficient funds for your trip and that you're financially stable enough to travel multiple times if you're applying for a multiple entry visa. Proof of funds. If you're self-financing your trip, you'll need to provide bank statements, employment letters, or other evidence that shows you have financial means to cover your travel, accommodation, and other expenses. Host in Canada. If someone in Canada will be supporting you financially, such as a family member or friend, they may need to provide evidence of their financial situation as well as proof of the relationship. Number 3, ties to your home country. Visa officers also look at your ties to your home country to ensure you will return after your visit. They want to be confident that you're not just using the visa to enter Canada with the intent to stay longer than permitted. Employment and education. Are you employed or studying in your home country? A stable job or educational commitment can be a strong indicator that you intend to return to your home country after your visit to Canada. Family and property. Do you have a family members or property in your home country? Well, strong family ties or financial commitments, such as owning property, can help demonstrate that you are likely to return to your home country after your visit to Canada. Number 4, travel history and past compliance. Visa officers will also consider your travel history and your prior visa experiences. If you have traveled internationally before, especially to countries with similar visa requirements, this can help strengthen your application. Previous Canadian visits. If you have been to Canada before and adhere to the terms of your visa, such as returning on time, it can work in your favor. Conversely, any history of overstaying or breaking visa conditions might hurt your chances of approval. Visa refusals. If you have been refused a visa by Canada or another country, the officer may closely review your application to determine if there are any red flags. Number 5, health and medical considerations. If you have any health concerns or medical conditions that could require treatment during your stay, it's essential to disclose this information during your application process. Depending on your situation, visa officers may request additional documents such as medical insurance. If you're traveling for medical treatment, you may need to provide a proof of health insurance that covers your stay in Canada. Mitigation plan. If you have a pre-existing medical condition, you may need to show how you plan to manage it while in Canada. So here's what you can do to improve your chances. With these new rules in place, it's crucial to ensure your application is complete and well documented. Here are a few tips to improve your chances of securing the visa type and validity period you want. Number 1, be clear about your purpose. Clearly explain why you are visiting Canada, whether it's for tourism, business, or to visit family. The more specific you can be, the better. Number 2, provide strong evidence. Be sure to include all relevant documents that support your case, such as bank statements, employment letters, invitations from hosts in Canada, or proof of family relationships. Number 3, demonstrate strong ties to your home country. Show that you have strong connections in your home country, such as a stable job, property ownership, or family commitments that would encourage you to return home after your visit. Number 4, disclose health issues. If you have any health concerns, be transparent about them and provide supporting documentation such as medical certificates or health insurance coverage. Now here's a more tailored approach to visitor visas. While the end of automatic 10-year multiple entry visas may initially seem like a restriction, it's actually a more personalized approach to issuing visitor visas. Canada's new system gives visa officers more discretion to evaluate each applicant's unique situation, making the process more flexible and tailored to the applicant's needs. By understanding the factors visa officers consider and preparing your application carefully, you can increase your chances of being granted the type of visa you need with the appropriate validity period. Whether you're planning a short trip or regular trips to Canada, these changes allow for a more individualized and thoughtful assessment of your circumstances. If you're applying for a visitor visa to Canada, make sure your application is thorough, well-documented, and reflective of your personal situation. This will give you the best chance at success under the new visa rules. And if you need my and my team's help, well, we are always here for you. At Zeste Immigration Services Inc, we're here to help you build a strong visa application for the best chance of success. Feel free to visit our official website, which is www.zestcanada.ca, or check the description box below for links to book a consultation with me. We're always dedicated to supporting you every step of the way. Thank you for watching this video today, and see you guys next time.